What's up, Sen Squad? Welcome back to the final video of 2020. Here is a little bit of a bonus video where I'm going to go over everything that happened this year, and I'm going to answer all of your questions for the future of the channel, what's going to happen next year, and just general things you want to know. Yes, I have my beautiful face here, which hasn't shown up on the channel in like a year, but it has shown up. So this isn't like a face reveal or something like that. Anyway, let's get started. So this year we crossed 5,000 subs, which was a really amazing milestone. I also just posted my 300th video recently, which is crazy to think that I've made that many already. So in terms of the channel, it's been a pretty good year overall, all other things not being taken into account. I'm so thankful for everyone who joined along for the ride, subscribed, watched all the videos, commented. Hopefully there's a lot more I can improve on next year in 2021 to get the videos even better. There are some series that I posted this year that I want to continue, like the ultimate tier list, the 100 games with a certain brawler. So I'm excited to do those and come up with more video ideas and just see where the game heads in general. Okay, I've been talking enough already. Let's get into some of the questions. First question, do you think of doing this full time? If yes, after approximately how many subs? So not really. I'm not really gonna think of doing this full time because if it gets there, it gets there. I certainly won't complain if it gets there, but YouTube's obviously really unpredictable, so who knows what's gonna happen. And if that does end up happening for some reason, it probably won't be based on subs, it'll be based on whether or not I can live off the revenue I'm making. Next question, what do you do for a living and how did you learn so much stuff about Brawl and math? I don't really do anything for a living right now. Hopefully we'll get some sort of employment relatively soon. And in terms of learning everything, I can't really say anything else other than I just played the game a lot and I took a lot of math classes and I liked it. And that's basically it. Next question. How long does it take to make your videos? I'm sure there's a lot of time spent getting a lot of the data right and everything. Yes, it does take a decent amount of time to plan for the videos and get everything ready even before I start recording and editing everything. It usually, on the simpler side, it'll take like 30 minutes to prepare a video, which isn't too long. Those usually for the simple tips videos, things like that. And then it can take anywhere up to like 2 or 3 hours, sometimes even more. I know for the 100 games video, it took like 3.5 hours just to do all the 100 games, and then another hour or so after that to look at the data and actually put together an outline for the video. So it can take several hours just to prepare for the video, then I have to record it, usually takes about a half an hour, and then in terms of editing, it can take anywhere from 2 to 3 hours usually. Next question. Could you do a heist and bounty guide? I have done a few heist guides in the past. I think I did one for just general overall strategy in heist, as well as one ranking the different brawlers in terms of damage, which is extremely important to know if you are trying to get good at heist. I don't think it's too outdated. I know some of the brawlers have received some balance changes recently, so it might be a bit different, but overall I think most of the stuff in that videos is relatively accurate today. In terms of bounty, I never really play bounty, maybe once in a while for a quest or if I'm in a party with someone else, but I honestly probably couldn't give too many tips on it, and the game is relatively simple overall, so it would be more just general tips on how to stay alive and play the game normally, so I'm not sure if I'll ever get around to making a bounty guide. Next question. How old are you? I'll let you make your guesses. What is your spiritual brawler? Definitely Bo. Bo is the best brawler, even though he's garbage. If you say otherwise, you're wrong. Live strong as the mountains. If you could buff one brawler, who would it be? Bo. And if you could nerf one brawler, who would it be? That's a harder question. In terms of general balancing, you could say things like Byron, but I just love to play him and I honestly don't want him to be nerfed because I think he's really fun. I would say right now Colt's probably the most annoying brawler and I think definitely needs a nerf in the next update. Next question. Can you do more brawler modes and pushing to rank X guides? Yes I can. I usually don't do those as much when there's new content coming out. I like to cover the new content first so people can learn about the new stuff coming into the game, and then after the update hype sort of dies down, that's when I usually start creating those more general guides, so that'll probably start happening soon since the update did happen a few weeks ago. Next question. Will you do star power and gadget vids like tier lists or top 10? Probably not. I have no authority to make those videos whatsoever, so that's why I stick to doing things like the ultimate tier list, where I just take other people's tier lists and try to combine them into one, so that way it's more based on statistics and less my own incorrect opinion. What are your favorite brawlers? Bo is number 1, no questions asked. What else do I like? I also really enjoy playing Nani. I'd say she would probably be top 2 or top 3. Amber and Byron are the 2 new ones who I really enjoy playing as well. Edgar's probably also up there. And then I would say Leon is also one of my favorites. What are your hobbies and interests? Math, Brawl Stars, That's it. Now, I also do a lot of music-related things, and I'm into a few other games competitively as well. And right now, there's not too much else I can do, honestly. Next question. Will you do more individual brawler guides? This sort of goes along with what I said before. I will try to do those more in the new year. I typically tend to do them after the updates, so I'll try to make a brawler guide in the next few weeks, unless for some reason they come out with a surprise update. Next, we have a question about Brawl Stars Content Creator Awards and how the mainstream YouTubers who already have a lot of subs continuously get support and lots of it, while really good Brawl content creators that are relatively new or are building up now don't get as much support or visibility. I definitely think it would be cool to sort of support those smaller content creators, but at the same time, usually they're smaller for a reason. And sometimes those smaller content creators don't have enough trust because they haven't been exposed to the community for long enough, so if people support them and then for some reason they go off and do some crazy stuff, whatever that may be, then it looks bad. So when you put a lot more support in the trusted creators and the people who have proven their experience, usually I sort of understand why they do that. And also, generally, good YouTubers will eventually get traction. It may take longer for certain people, but if they do post really good content consistently, they will get to a point where they get into those higher content creator ranks and then do get support from these types of events. In terms of the Supercell content creator program, which you also mentioned, that's a funny story. I still have not heard back from them. I applied in the middle of November when I told everyone I applied, and I haven't heard a response. It still says they're considering my application, so who knows when I'm going to hear back. I feel like I probably should have heard back by now, but I don't know. There's not really a good way to contact them, so
it's okay, Supercell. I'll just keep waiting here, all alone.
And then there's also something about the Brawl Stars competitive subreddit. I do moderate for that. I think it's a great subreddit if you're looking to really get better at the game. There's a ton of helpful content posted there every day for all skill levels, and we just got 6 new moderators, so it's better than ever. Now's a great time to join. Go check it out. In terms of what Frank said in his tweet that I think you're mentioning, I think that was largely directed towards the comments and some of the general posts that have been seen, and I think it all depends on your definition of competitive, really. If you're focused only on the professional and esports scene, there's a definite lack of content on the sub, but in terms of competitive, just being trying hard at the game and playing mainly to win rather than just strictly having fun, I think the sub has tons of really good content. Next question. What is your background? You use quite a bit of math for your videos, and I was wondering what kind of education is helping you with that. I am not qualified in any way to talk about what I do in my videos, and I'll just leave it at that. And how and when are you going to be able to have a creator code we can use? That sort of ties along with the content creator program that I was just talking about. Can you get it at 5K? Maybe. I'm not sure if you maybe have to wait until you're higher to like 50K. That's also possible. I really don't know, but rest assured, when I do get a creator code, I will make sure that you all are the first to know. Final question, are you a free-to-play player? Yes, I am. My account is almost completely maxed. I have all the brawlers. I think I'm missing like 15 to 20 star powers, a lot more since I just got a lot of new brawlers recently, and I'm only missing a few gadgets, less than 10 I believe. So it's definitely possible to get a max count as a free-to-play player. I certainly don't get the maximum possible amount of rewards. There was a time when I even took a break playing Brawl Stars for a few months back when it was first released, so it's certainly possible to be maxed by now, so don't give up hope. And that's going to be it for the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for being here for 2020, and I'm looking forward to 2021. Make sure to subscribe and join the Sen Squad if you haven't already. I don't know why you'd be watching this video if you haven't, but that's all for today, guys. So see you in 2021.